I'm Mike Sargent, and this is Arise on Screen.
Thank you both for coming. Emerald City needs all the heart and courage it can get right now.
Dorothy and Toto are back on the Yellow Brick Road in the new 3D animated feature, Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return. The villain this time isn't the Wicked Witch, but you won't believe who it is. And can Dorothy stop him?
Aren't I quivering?
New neighbors.
Oh.
What do you do when a frat house moves in next door?
Is that a fraternity?
Seth Rogen and Zac Efron star in the new dark comedy, Neighbors. We'll review the battle between family versus fraternity.
You called about your neighbors?
No.
We have call ID. We're cops.
It's turning outside it. Check it out.
Wow.
In the new culinary comedy, Chef, out of work, divorced, and disconnected from his son, star chef Carl Casper hits the road to spice up his cooking game. Jon Favreau heats things up with Scarlett Johansson, Sofia Vergara, and John Leguizamo. We sit down with actor, writer-director Jon Favreau.
I want to make an authentic movie about kitchens, so that meant that the cast had to be primarily Latino.
A look at food on film. All this and more in our special food edition of Arise on Screen. Hello, I'm Mike Sargent, and welcome to Arise on Screen, your global home for films both on screen and behind the scenes. So let's get to it. This week's box office winners. The Amazing Spider-Man tops the box office, followed by The Other Woman, Heaven is for Real, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Rio 2 rounds it out in the number 5 spot. And believe it or not, Captain America has made $239 million. And in movie news,
Come on, sweetheart. Come to daddy.
Who's your daddy now?
10 years after first working together, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie will reunite on the big screen. The duo, some say fell in love during the 2005 film Mr. and Mrs. Smith, are now raising a family of 6. Professionally, each have remained busy. Pitt won a Best Picture Oscar for producing 12 Years a Slave, and Jolie is gearing up for the release of her new film, Maleficent. The title of their latest film collaboration is yet to be revealed.
You're Maleficent.
You're good to mama. Mama's good to you.
In her next film, singer and Oscar-nominated actress Queen Latifah will be belting the blues in a new biopic about the Empress of the Blues, legendary blues singer Bessie Smith. HBO is behind the untitled film based on the biography Bessie. Queen Latifah will serve as one of the movie's executive producers. The royal family of Monaco, in a statement, slammed Nicole Kidman's new film, Grace of Monaco. Kidman portrays Grace Kelly, the iconic actress turned Princess of Monaco, who tries to reconcile the loss of her Hollywood life and her newfound role in the European monarchy as wife to Prince Rainier III and mother. Grace of Monaco is scheduled to be screened at the opening of the Cannes Film Festival on May 14th.
Say nothing, because everything you say has consequences.
More than 25 years after winning accolades at the Cannes Film Festival for his debut film, She's Gotta Have It, director Spike Lee is adapting the classic indie to the small screen for the cable network, Showtime. Lee will write and direct a pilot with a contemporary update on the breakthrough film, which explores relationships, sexuality, gender, race, and Lee's beloved New York borough of Brooklyn. In 1985, She's Gotta Have It was shot during 12 days of summer on a shoestring budget of $175,000 and went on to make over $7 million.
It's mighty black of you.
And finally, films portraying chefs and good food seem to be the trend this season. Joining the medley is America's first foodie, The Incredible Life of James Beard, a film being developed to celebrate the life of the original culinary pioneer. The film is getting support from big names in the culinary world and was recently screened at the 24th Annual James Beard's Award Ceremony in New York. The May 5th showing also marked the 111th birthday of James Beard, America's most iconic foodie.
And in festival news, Oscar winner and screen legend Sophia Loren has been named Guest of Honor at the Cannes Film Festival's Classic section. Loren, whose last project was 2009's Nine, came off her hiatus to star in her son, Eduardo Paniz's short, La Voce Umana. Loren will be presenting the film along with a restored version of her 1964 classic, Marriage Italian Style. Prior to that, the Italian beauty took home the Best Actress prize at Cannes in 1961 for her performance in Two Women. After this year's screening, Loren will give a master class. Today, I'm joined by filmmaker, critic, artist from Italy, Chiara Spagnoli Gabardi, and film critic, Julian Roman of MovieWeb.com.
Hey,
welcome,
Mike.
both of you. So here's my question, because we were talking about, this is our special food edition. If you had one meal and one movie you had left, let's say the aliens are coming, the world's going to end, what would that be? I'll go to you first, Chiara.
Well, as an incurable chocoholic, I'd try all the varieties of chocolate
Like
possible.
a room full of chocolate?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And what would the movie be?
The movie would be My Fair Lady.
Wow.
Which I love. It has the musical element. Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison are amazing. It's set in London, and it's a Pygmalion story, so it would be a great way to depart.
I can some kind of see you with popping chocolates and watching My Fair Lady.
Yeah, and singing.
And
I
singing
know
along.
all the songs.
Do
so,
you? Okay.
Yes.
And Julian, for you, what would be your last meal?
It would be 1991's Defending Your Life with Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep, a beautiful romantic comedy about these two people that meet in purgatory. And the thing about that film is it's very funny, but the running gag is you can eat all you want, everything tastes great, and you don't get fat.
That's a good gag. Okay. Well, mine clearly would be, I like Italian food, and eggplant parmesan would be the food, and I would do a double feature because it's my last movie. I would watch Our Man Flint and In Like Flint, the James Coburn classics from the 60s. That's what it'd be. Now, you didn't mention your meal, though. What would your meal be?
Sushi.
Oh, I love sushi.
Unlimited
All you can
sushi,
eat, unlimited
every time,
sushi,
unlimited
bring
sushi.
it on. I'll die of mercury poisoning.
I understand. So she's going to die of chocoholic intake. You die of mercury poisoning.
But
Okay.
they actually discovered chocolate makes you lose weight. So.
Who discovered that? Was
There
that
are
like the
scientific
Hershey study?
I'm doubting that.
tests
Oh,
that-
I'm doubting that study.
Well, anyway, I'd be leaving, so that wouldn't be
I
important.
understand. And we invite our audience at home to tweet us and tell us what you would choose as your last meal and movie. You can tweet us at Arise on Screen. And we'll be back.
Coming up, we talk to Hollywood star Jon Favreau about his latest film, Chef, that is certain to make your mouth water. But first, Dorothy returns to Oz to help her friends, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the no longer cowardly lion in the 3D animated sequel to The Wizard of Oz. We review Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return, next on Arise on Screen.
Aren't I quivering?
Now to help her old friends.
I have a brilliant plan. Run!
Run! That's the plan! Dorothy's teaming up with a whole new cast of characters.
So this is the girl who vanquishes wicked witches.